My camp was overrun by the living and the dead. I was forced to try to survive on my own for I'm not even sure how long, until finally a member from my camp who survived the attack found me, James, and his friend Yorkshire. They brought me back to their camp, to their home, and together we're a team and a family.
Nothing like that will happen again.
We were down at the
Where's
coast
York?
I promise.
to meet some
He's
dogs.
part of our team. Where is he?
He
Let's
wasn't
go find
there,
him.
but
I know. Let's go find him. Let's go.
there, so if we go back there
Probably can't
tomorrow,
do
he will probably be prepared in a good way.
Sure. You're alright.
I was friendly to them, and they know that we
King
accept.
Bob?
Yeah.
Right?
Who's
No
that?
offense like that. That's a very weird.
I haven't met him yet, but apparently there's a group in Kamishovo at the coast, and
wow.
they seem to be friendly. I was there today, but I haven't met their leader. He wasn't there.
Well, it's a name for a king in part of it. Sounds friendly enough to me.
But, I don't know.
Did Edward come down?
Just posted. If it's alright with you two, I am proposing like an alliance with these, because with how we've been, we sort of specialise in more food and medical supplies, aren't we?
Yeah, well, if Rosa is okay with that, I am.
We have more food than we know what to do with.
Yeah, that's true. We could, like, trade that food and look for other supplies with them.
Yeah, this group's, what is the name of your community?
Yeah.
Well, some call it Serenity, some call it the Neighborhood.
I like Serenity. It sounds like a perfect name.
Yeah, it'd go well with the name I've been calling our little place at the moment, Haven.
Yep, pretty much. Oh, wow. It's actually nice to...
Joe, I never did ask you which one you preferred.
Yeah.
I don't really mind, actually. I think a name is not that important. At least not for me. Oh, trust me, word is already getting around about this place, so it needs a name. I kind of like the Neighborhood, actually.
Well, both names are pretty good to me, honestly, but it's not my decision since I'm not really part of the group, so... And whatever name fits, I'll call. Alright, so for right now we're going to go with the Neighborhood. Whatever. And again, I like to apologize to your guys' friend. I didn't mean to scare
I've had a lot going on lately. You didn't mean to scare you by taking you away.
Yeah, I didn't know my weapon was to count.
Yeah, let's take a walk up the hill and talk to the rest of the guys and see what they think about it.
Excuse me, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we know of any...
As I was quickly saying, this community seems to specialise more in weapon trading,
No,
so it'd be good to have them as allies, so we can possibly trade food for weapons with them.
Yeah, that seems like a reasonable idea to be leaving.
Oh,
yes, but I mean...
Alright, settle down. Well, tell about we'll have them as allies.
We need to get used to glasses, well.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yeah, you guys don't have any glasses for Rose. That's me,
I'm sure I've got a pair. I sure am.
Yeah. I've also been looking for a scope for my bows. You guys don't have one, do
They're out right now on supply run.
Yeah, true.
You would. No, you...
Come on, Rose. Go show us go. Come on, Rose. You're the kill. Ah, man.
I've been on lockdown all day. I'm restless as fuck. I want to get out of here now.
And I don't blame you. I'm exhausted as well. We had a long run from where we came from over here. And let me tell you, I'm not a fan of hills.
No, I mean they literally won't let me go anywhere without a guard, and nobody's been around.
Wait, why is that? Well, you should be able to be free on your own sometimes. You know, fresh air and all that sort of stuff.
Tell that to them.
So, I don't know, maybe they're just worried for your safety.
I see how we were spot.
Wow, these apartments though, it's been a while. Like, I saw these from the distance, but they're big.
Sasha showed us the basics of the neighborhood. It was really big, and there were a lot of people. I could see them going in and out of the rooms through the windows, and I could see their guards up on top of the buildings holding their guns and binoculars. I hadn't been around this many people since before our camp was overrun. Even then, I don't know, if something different about this place. Between people play fighting and laughing and telling jokes, there's so much noise, it was hard to tell if something was good or something was bad. We talked with Sasha and her group for a little while. Eventually, we came up with a deal. We would trade with each other. We weren't completely allies, but it was a start. We would trade medical supplies and care if necessary, and as well as any food that I grow in the garden, with military and ammunition and guns, whatever they can scavenge from their end. And eventually, we would consider letting them know where Haven was, where our home was. Sasha was really, really nice to me. She gave me sunglasses to match York's and James. And she told me that if I ever was uncomfortable or needed anything, come to her and she'd find me a nice place where I could try to collect my thoughts and be okay. Although there was so much noise and so many eyes, I liked her, and I liked the idea of starting something more solid with our lives. It finally felt like there's a chance for things to level out and slow down and stop moving. It kind of baffled me, the thought that besides traveling from between the neighborhood and Haven, I wouldn't have to keep telling myself just to keep putting one foot in front of the other, waiting for something to happen. Stuff was happening and had been happening, and it was happening all around me. We, we were going to be okay. We had friends, we had our family, we had our camp, we had what we needed. I was nervous, but with James and York there, I felt safe. After the trade agreements came to a complete, we decided we wanted to head back, and as we were leaving, a girl that I hadn't seen there approached us.
So military would probably be the best place to look.
Alright, I'll take you guys,
6009.
I guess I'll give you guys then, what do you think?
6011.
I think we should go for the city over there, or go to the criminal.
I have no idea. I'm just ready to move. There's just so many people here.
You guys need to get in your A
It's
game.
making me nervous.
Yeah.
You should have seen me yesterday. It was a clusterfuck of the century.
Oh, well, God, we missed that.
So,
Me and Rose here, we're not used to seeing a lot of people.
I didn't catch your name.
Well,
What was it?
Oh, I'm Heather.
Heather?
As in the
Yep.
flower type, Heather.
First, me and Rose have been together since we were kids, so,
Oh.
yeah.
I can't help but laugh at the coincidence. Two people with flower names.
It wasn't long after that Heather went her own way. Her friends finally showed up, and she decided to go with them instead. I wondered if that was the last time I'd see her, or if she'd hang around the neighborhood and I'd see her when I came with York and James on supply runs. Either way, we headed out, back to Haven. As we were traveling, I actually had my first infected kill. York taught me how to use a gun, where to stand. We continued moving on, putting one foot in front of the other, until we finally got back to Haven. Got back home. Still have a hard time wrapping my brain around it, but James promised it was going to be our home.